should come up in a minute, man. He's up now. Sorry. Alright, man. First of all, man, we're going to say all praises to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, man. You know, salute to all the brothers out there teaching the word and sincerity and the truth, man. You know, we got this New Year's Eve destruction, man. You know, this year's been a very good year, very serious year. A lot of serious things have been happening. You know, there's a lot of brothers on live now, so you know, we're just you know, going with the spirit, man. You know, going with the spirit, man. That's what we're supposed to do, go in the spirit. So that's exactly what we're doing. So anyway, I think what time is it over here, man? It's almost 11:45.
Almost. Yeah.
So it's 11:44.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Well, that's the spirit anyway. So there you go. So we're just gonna hit the scriptures, man. But you see, Lord willing, man. You know, this year, this 2019 is gonna be a fucking eventful year, and it is. You know, if you really check out what's going on out here, bro. This year, this 2019 coming in now, which is going to be 2019 in what, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, it's already in certain spots of the world.
Well, yeah, they were celebrating that. They had a big celebration. Yeah, over there. North Korea. It was North Korea. They were showing it on the BBC around 3 o'clock. But you know, so over here we're going to be in like 15 minutes. So, you know, Lord willing, man. You know, we pray that this is going to be a real, you know, eventful year, man, and that the prophecies, the Lord speeds up the prophecies, man. And that's our job, you know. Yeah, go ahead, man.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time
to be born and a time to die. You have Esau, right? He had his Genesis where he was, you know, he was set up, you know, and it was prophesied that he was getting power and stuff. And now it's prophesied, now it's his time to fucking die, man, and go into captivity. So, you know, everyone gets their time period, man, on the earth. And that as prophets, that's what we're out here to tell the people. You know, you got all these other groups like Muslims, Christians. They don't know what's going on. They don't know Esau's getting ready to be exterminated. They don't know anything, man. And all these other religions, they teach everybody can make it, bro. Which that's just clearly bullshit, you know. But the Lord gives us the understanding that we know that everybody's got a time to be born, everybody's got a time to die. You read on.
And it says, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal.
Yeah, and we're not in the time. It's a double effect. Really, it's the time we're gonna get into the time of killing. But the healing that we're doing is through the scriptures for the elect. But the real healing is going to be in the kingdom. So it's like, see, there's balance. So we're really healing the elect. Because they're really in the time of killing. So there's going to be mass death on the planet, man. There's going to be mass death, you know, all over this planet Earth. And this is the time we're in. So this is why brothers are waking up. You know, brothers are getting in the spirit and brothers are repenting. Because we know what's coming, man. We know what's coming down the pipeline. You know, go on now.
A time to break down and a time to build up.
Yeah, we're not. The only thing, see, and that goes. See, we're breaking down the strongholds of Esau. But guess what? But what are we building up? We're bringing the house of David, man. And that's in the scriptures, man. That the Lord's re-establishing the house of David, bro. And all you brothers out there in Great Millstone, you know, globally, man. You brothers are part of the house of David, man. The elect, Lord willing, we have the elect, man. You know, with the stones that come together, man. That, you know, the house of the elect, man.
The temple.
The temple. You got them fucking rats running around talking about, oh, they're gonna build a fair temple and all that shit, man. You ain't the dudes. You are not the fucking guys. Go on up, man.
Spiritual. It says, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together.
Yeah, and we know what Great Millstone. And Great Millstones are known for grinding, man. And that's all you get from Great Millstone is edifying videos, videos, and you can't watch all the videos. You know, you got Apostle Tar, you watch, you know, the best thing is to keep it with the apostles, but you be watching Apostle Tar's videos, and you watch Apostle Gabar's videos, Apostle Ricard, Apostle Ramlan, and it's like you can't even keep up with the videos, man.
Yeah.
You know? And then you got to watch the camps, then there's other brothers that might do videos, so, you know, Great Millstone, we're labouring, man, we're doing the work. You know, you can't be a half-stepper, you can't come in this thing and then say, well, yeah, well, you're casual about it. Well, why are you in it? If you don't believe, then just fuck off. Just fuck off, man. You can't be in something and if you're a football player and you ain't putting in that grind, you ain't gonna be no Cristiano Ronaldo's. You ain't gonna be no fucking Inzaghi and all that. Okay. Let's finish off that then, because we got time.
It says,
you know,
a time to embrace and a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and time to cast away, and a skip to no, I should keep going. A time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
You know, and now is not the time to be silent. Now's the time to warn of the prophecies, man. This is the time we're in, you know.
What I say is this truth, man, has been withheld for so long now. You know, and starting with, you know, elders, apostles, and, you know, their teachers and that, man. You know, this truth is starting to come out now. There's no more to keep silence no more. This is the time of the end.
Yeah.
You know, all these prophecies have to be spoken and you know, be pushed out there, man.
Yep.
And it says,
Yep.
a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
Yeah, and you tribes, now's the time for the tribes to be raising up. But it's starting with the elect, man. Because, you know, the majority of our people, they want to love their oppressors. It's coming out daily that these Edomites, that the so-called ones, the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, man. That who he is coming out, that he's the devil. You know, you find out about his Illuminati, you find out about global corruption, NATO, and all these different things. And you're supposed to be looking at this and saying, these dudes are a bunch of devils, man. So where does my power lie, man? Your power lies in the whole Hashem Shai. That's where you're supposed to put your faith and your energy, man, spiritually. But a lot of you ain't doing that. A lot of you that's why you're gonna get chipped. A lot of you guys, you're scoffing when we're talking about the mark of the beast, RFID, because you're gonna get chipped, bro. Go on, that man.
Yeah, I've got a quick one for you.
Yeah, man.
It's Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, that goes. You can put niggas in that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because really, that's them Edomites, man. And them devils, man. They're going off on one. They're cracking on one. They don't and it's really only the super elites that know what's going to happen. Most of you people that live in your lives just being wicked every day, you don't know that there's a power in the heavens, in another realm, that's getting ready to squash this place, to smith it. Like, you're not going to get away with what you're doing. And that's why we're out there warning you people that, look, man, this ain't going to go on forever. You know?
It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, which fear before him.
And that goes into when Jacob's trouble is kicking off and all that. What's going to happen, man? The brothers, we're going to, you know, the Lord's going to be with the brothers, man. And that's what we need. That's what we pray for. We hope for, that when all chaos and calamities are kicking off, that Yahweh Hashem Shai is protecting us, man. Because, you know, go ahead. See that? I told you to get in the spirit. It's like brothers in the end, man.
This early, you got lots of brothers, man. It was.
Yeah. It's like it's high power, man. I swear.
2nd Ezra 16 verse 17.
Fucking high power, motherfucker, man.
2nd Ezra 16 verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Like you're saying, you know, because the perilous times are coming. There's some serious shit. The shitstorm's coming, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people want to get caught out there, man.
Yeah, we need Yahweh Shai with that, man.
Yeah. These angels, they need the angels. These are angels.
Hey, let me get this out. It's the 2nd Ezra chapter 2, 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. So he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when
exactly this time that we're in now, the Lord has sanctioned this time. You know, these things were prophesied going back to Moses. You know, the end times, man. Going back even in the book of Job. Job said, "I shall see it, man." And that was back in the time of Job, man. So you go into the scriptures, bro. There's times they're talking about the Old Testament done away with. Man, there's prophecies in the Old Testament, man. Fuck you talking about, and you know what? And that's why you fucking. When you go out there, the Christians are looking more demonic. You look in a Christian's face, a black woman or black nigga, he just looks horrible in the spirit, man. He looks bugged out. You know, the more you grow in the spirit, the longer you're in it, and you're growing in the spirit, you look at people, you say, this person, he's a demon, man.
I had that scripture in Job, please.
I think you still got more.
a little bit more, yeah. This is verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, well, the whole world's disgruntled, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's messed up in the mind right now. You got the thing up here in the UK with the Brexit happening. The whole Europe is going mad. Got that what happening in America right now with the Venezuela.
Yep.
You know, everything's happening around the world simultaneously, man. You know.
Yep.
So,
Venezuela.
Yeah. Verse 4 says, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest.
Yeah, the end is made manifest through what the manifold signs. You should say that as well, didn't it? Next.
Can you read on, yeah?
Yeah, go on. Did it say that it has the plain beginnings with?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Verse 6 says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Yeah, and we're seeing the effects and the signs is them chariot sightings, fucking EMPs, fucking heart programs, you know, just all kinds of different things. People on the planet now, they're bugging out. Look at New York. People, the whole fucking New York, they come out their house and all, and they didn't know what was going on, man. The whole sky was blue, and they said the trans terminators, whatever, but that weren't that. And then that thing flashes, and it don't stay on. And this thing stayed on for like 5+ minutes, man. And you got videos. Any video you went on that, you had just general people in New York coming out their house, just looking into the sky, man, filming it. The whole streets, Oh my God, and all that. And now there's a video, man. Apostle Tar put it up that there was chariots up in that, man. So the Lord's coming, getting ready to make his return, bro. So you can't make this up, man. In the broad fucking night, whatever, the chariots was making formations. You know, making different formations and all that, you know. Now that's what we believe that to be. Now, you know, and it's true, man. Listen.
Ezekiel 1:4, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, but of the midst thereof, as the color of amber.
Yeah, man, that's why
fire.
when a lot of people see, people used to see. Sometimes people will say, you don't really see too much shooting stars nowadays. I remember when back in the day, shooting stars. They used to make a big thing about that. The BBC and all that when you was younger. They used to always go, shooting stars and all that.
Even when you're looking up at the sky, man.
Yeah, because you go and see it. You're gonna see a chariot.
You're gonna see a shooting star and you're like, yo.
A real shooting star. That's going. You're zipping around.
It's like, man, I don't know about you, man, but when I was younger, man, when we talk about the eclipses and stuff like that, they make it sound like a super rare occasion you'll never see in your lifetime ever again. But in this time, man, we see more and more of these things happen. Red moons, eclipses, lunar eclipses. Like, they were signs, man. They just, you know.
Yeah. I just wanted, because he said a fire enfolding itself. So you had the brother mention that basically the cloud was bright for 5 minutes, man. That's the chariots. What when they come forth, what do they look like? Independence Day, the light, fire enfolding, and even Apostle Tar broke down in Psalms 104:3 or 103 and 4. It's actually a cloud because you have clouds that actually surround the chariots. So that's what it was, man. You had the sighting before that. That's the Lord is showing Himself these last days, man.
Precept.
Can I read something that one of the brothers posted in the chat? Because like KDC posted Luke 21 and 25. He said, "Then there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring."
And that's what happens when they see these things. These people are bogged out.
And that's why
Literally,
there was I can't remember where I saw
Bugged out.
this. One guy said it's like the true test of an atheist is when shit goes down if they don't say, "Oh my God," because all these guys they claim to be atheists, but as soon as they see the blue sky, "Oh my God."
Anytime you watch some,
Bug out, man. They know-
with Americans.
they know what-
Yeah,
Oh
them
my
guys
God,
are
oh my
fucking,
God.
"Oh my God."
Oh, precept.
Precept.
Hey, you finished on that?
Yeah.
Alright, what?
Everyone got a
Yeah,
precept.
go.
And this is second Ezra's
Well, it's all
fifth.
good, it's all good, it's all good.
Like
This is,
3 minutes to it.
But you got to really protest to get it
This
in
is-
that.
this is,
3 minutes to
Second Ezra's
Okay.
15
57.
and 11.
That's
But
cool, we just
I will
keep
bring
on
them
going.
with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Yeah, that's the new Egypt, man. Because Esau is the modern day Pharaoh, man. Esau, bro, what the Egyptians were doing, what do you think Esau's doing, man? Esau's doing the same shit. That's why they got pyramids all over the place. Obelisk, the Washington Monument, obelisk, the Cleopatra's Needle on the Thames River. Thames River, iconic site for London, the unclean frog, right? They got a fucking pyramid there. They got a fucking obelisk. You know what I'm saying? They got obelisks all over the place, man. The monument to the fire of London that happened, which that was Edomites that set that shit up to burn down King James. I think it was 1666 or whoever was in the Parliament. Well, really, King James was up Scotland, but there was just set it up to
It was basically just
to take Jake's out, man, because you had Tower Hill down the road, but they set that fire in there. So, but what did
it was a mass sacrifice as well.
it was a mass sacrifice.
Fucking hella people.
What did the honor that with a fucking obelisk? Look at your back of your dollar
Oh,
bill,
with
man.
with a phoenix on it on the top as well.
Right.
Rising from the flames.
Yeah, and the phoenix, that's an Illuminati symbol. And the word Renaissance means rebirth. So the phoenix is a mythical bird, right, like an eagle, but it's a fiery eagle that rises from the ashes,
Symbolizes rebirth.
and it symbolizes rebirth, man. You know, that's what it symbolizes, rebirth. You know, so Esau deals with symbolisms. He deals with owls. You know,
Yeah, Parliament of Owls.
exactly.
That man's being with a parliament.
And there's an owl on that dollar bill. There's supposed to be an owl on there.
Yeah.
A little owl, man. And why do you think that when they set up Bohemian Grove, right? Which I don't think the ancient Molech was an owl. But it was a bull. He was right. He was a bull. But they this time they set it up to be an owl, man. So that just shows you the high regards that they got for like these. See, you can hear that. You know what that means, right?
Just come over. I was gonna say as well, like you had the Economist cover where they had like the new currency, the one more currency. They use a phoenix for that as well.
Right,
On the
Economist
Economist.
Economist is it?
Economist, yeah. Economist.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
And that was fucking ages ago.
Yeah.
But then everyone's saying, like, oh yeah, it's what you call it?
But what we're working towards today, though, this was, going for a cashless society. They're dealing with, digital money, cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, man. So they're on track to do all these things, man. To implement that mark of the beast system.
There was one article I found that basically in Sydney, they're basically looking to, they're saying that in 3 years they can make it a cashless society, but they say they're going to take their time. That's what they say. So they're saying, obviously, a false flag could happen, which could just turn everything into a cashless society overnight, man. So
Well, they say that basically that the places are already cashless anyway.
yes,
It's
Really,
like-
it's already cashless.
yeah,
You can go into it.
Sweden said that.
Hardly,
Sweden,
more.
I think
There's
Sweden
they've
is
done
like
certain.
90-something
Yeah,
percent.
Right, they
But then
using cash over there for
the
shit.
thing is
Even
like,
in England, man, there's one people were saying they're shutting like 4 ATMs every month, and then over there in China, they ain't using no goddamn cash
no,
over there.
China's
man.
eating it up.
They ain't eating no. They ain't
They
using
think it's
no
good
cash.
use money.
Yeah, I remember there was one I was watching. It was like I think it was either Sweden, one of them Scandinavian countries. They were saying like they're ready. Like majority of people are on cashless, but it's only because of like the old like people in their 60s, 70s that they still want to have some cash usage. But pretty much everyone's
and
on
it'll be
it.
the people that are outside of that as well, like
Yeah.
the homeless and all the time.
No, but now they've set up homeless, you can donate to homeless. They got the barcodes, and then the person comes in.
Because they got the QR code.
They got offerings in churches, cashless offerings in churches, man. So this is going down, and for you scoffers and scorners, bro, this is happening right before your eyes, man. Nobody use no cash anymore, bro. It's not trendy.
Yeah,
it's not the influence.
People get upset.
Yeah, but you go to, tell me to check the note for about 5 minutes, man. The guy is checking the note.
Man's looking at you like, are you using just to cut contactless the thing?
Don't give him 50.
Yeah, man don't even take 50s. 50s ain't even in use, man.
In Sweden, 1% of transactions is with cash.
Yeah, them man are
Cash is dead.
Yeah, cash.
And the chips over there, and the chips, and you see, so what Esau's doing is build the cat. Really, it's already cashless.
Yeah.
Because people, it's really an effort for people to go and get the cash. Because everyone's paying with their phones and their cards. The majority of people are paying with their cards.
Yeah, they created a system where the contactless payment. Even take London as a model. You had the Oyster card, where they took away the travel, the transport, where the paper cards, and then made it as to where everyone's used to the idea of it. Then the cards, your card now. You don't want to buy an Oyster card to top up an Oyster, where you could just use your bank card. It saves the whole.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's cheaper.
It's cheaper, and it saves you having to take money out to put money onto another card.
How convenient. It's already there.
That's it, already there. So all the system they're setting up is already ready for that cashless society.
Back in say like most banks have ATMs now where you can withdraw from the contactless from the NFC on the phone as well, so you don't physically even need to carry a card.
I know Santander jumped on that
Barclays is
quick
doing it as
time
well.
ago. They did.
Barclays.
Yeah, I was going to bring out that scripture. Man.
This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Right, so this is like the major prophecy that, everything's got a time, man. And the spirits of the Lord's got us pushing this mark of the beast thing hard now. You got to ask yourself why. You people that, you out there trying to get into information and all that, man. Now's the time, not the time to work out, well, why did Moses' staff take out the 2 Egyptian staffs?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not that time, bro. You fucking talk, niggas, man.
3 hours and a
Bitch
half.
ass niggas on the internet. Bro, this is the time, bro, when we're talking about real game changers, man, in life, man. And the prophets always spoke about these things before it happened. So when numbskulls like yourself, when it does happen now, that oh my God moment, and that proved that means you didn't heed the prophets and you rejected the Lord, man. The Lord ain't gonna. It's like, bro. The Lord ain't gonna make it where. We're gonna tell it today and it happened today. Oh yeah, I see that. No, man. Where's the faith in that?
The chariot's coming down. You're like, them chariots coming up. Bro, come on, man. Man, we talking about just time.
I just want to say something quick before you finish that, man. Because the fact that it's even happening today, man, people are actually putting chips in their hands. Okay, they're already doing that. They're already making payments with these chips, man. Okay, if you can't see that this is prophecy, man, then the Lord, you're just one of the ones that the Lord is blinded, man. We're actually in that time now.
Yeah.
This is not conspiracy theories no more. This is actually happening.
Yep. Conspiracy
Let me
theories.
just finish it off because this is a very serious prophecy. In chapter 14, verse 9, it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship a beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of a wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture."
Yeah, so if you take this mark, you get the brand after that's the destruction, the lake of fire, the nukes. So you gotta be thinking to yourself, well, what is the mark of the beast, man? Because I don't want that. Like, you know what I mean? Like real talk, man. You could have been out there prophesying all your life, and then you go and take that mark, you're done. You don't see the seriousness in that, man.
It's not something you take chances.
Yeah, and you could have been out there speaking all your life, 20 years, and then you take the mark, and it's a rap, mate. That's right. Read that again. That's how serious this is. Fuck you talking about, man. You fucking hoes, man. I'm sick and tired because you know what? And you know what, bro? You know what, man? If you're not teaching that the RFID is the mark of the beast, then you're telling people to take that. Yeah. And like you are gonna take that, so fuck you, man.
Deceiving the people, man.
Okay.
If any man worship a beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his
Yeah,
right
what's the
hand.
image? The image ain't Caesar Borgia. The image is his way of life, man. His system. Even in the scripture, when you read the Genesis, the first chapter, the Lord said God made him in his what? In his image. That was after his likeness. He breathed in him what? The breath of life. You know the image.
Understanding.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The image ain't a statue or some shit, man. What the fuck are y'all talking about? If you look up I guarantee if you Google the word image, it will come up with things like that. It's like after, you know what I mean? You make something after it's his system, in his image, in his light, how he wants things to be set up. That's what that represents, man.
Well, I would ask, man, do they actually expect the whole world to bow down to Jesus Christ, with all these religions here? They've never been united in anything. That ain't never gonna happen, man. That's an impossible task. What's easier is to starve the fuck out of them and make them take a chip to eat.
Yeah.
That's more plausible, man.
That's true, yeah.
You know?
Well, I got image on the etymology. It's got a piece of statuary, artificial representation of like a person. But you go down to like the Latin, it says what? Copy, imitation, likeness, statue, picture, and then it has idea, appearance. So the system.
Yeah.
That means the whole
democracy. Exactly, man. You fucking dummies, man. Y'all like you are some fucking corn-eating niggas, man. Fucking niggas. Yeah. Some real fucking. You some real fucking. You know what I mean? These niggas can't talk properly, man. Talking shit about us. Fuck y'all, man. You always talking shit about us. Fuck you. You niggas are the ones that can't speak properly and rub two sentences together, bro. Fucking divs, bro.
I've got.
But we niggas.
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Read that again.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit.
Yeah, to take on a different image, a different covering. Their covering that they're taking on is the system. So they don't take on the Lord's covering, the Lord's way of life, man. So like democracy is wicked. You know, democracy.
Yeah, that's witchcraft.
It's just witchcraft, man. The voting system and all that. You're not supposed to vote. You're supposed to have a succession of kings. You know, that's set up from the royal lines. In the scriptures, we got a royal line of Judah, King David, Yehoshua, King David.
Yeah, the line was set.
It's set from the spirit. These guys are not spiritual. They're going one day. Oh yeah,
some low life in some picking in the woods.
Yeah. The next day, Theresa May with her fucking ugly ass.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then Blair and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you got these niggas, man. Now these niggas think that Corbs is like this Greenpeace hippie. You know where we got that from? JME, man. He's the one that said that. He went, yeah.
Corbs.
He met Corbs. And he goes, yeah, Corbs and all that. He met the dude, man.
I'm making him
handshake and all that. High five, yeah, Corbs.
That's how Jake can sell anything. That's how they're gonna sell the chip. Man, got Corbs. Man's got swipes. Yeah, look, man, you man not fucking with the swipe. Fuck with the swipe thing, fam.
That's how you taking on a different covering, man. Corbs and them. You know what I'm saying?
That walked to go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, and this is the modern day Egypt. So a lot of you Jakes that signing up for the military, don't you know they're gonna have a draft? They had a draft in World War I and World War II. Well, that can't happen. Nigga, they had a draft. Dumbass niggas.
People were saying the same thing back then, man.
Yeah.
Vietnam?
That's why they arrested Muhammad Ali and shit, man.
Yeah.
But that, and you sitting there talking about, oh, they're not going to have a draft. You fucking...
Well, believe that.
Yeah. We shouldn't even get mad. You're going to get done. But sometimes you get... Well, really, you know what? We shouldn't even get mad. Because you're going to get fucking done, mate. I'm telling you, man. One day you're going to wake up and there's going to be a draft.
It's like a jury duty letter. You're going to get the letter from the mail.
Better turn up.
It's like, yeah, you are, on the 13th of September, you are required. That's going to be
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what happened to Muhammad Ali.
You go
He got
to
arrested,
jail,
innit?
man.
Arrest them,
So
yeah.
you're gonna say that the job can't happen, man. But if you don't want to fight, they're gonna say, "Oh, you're unpatriotic."
You
know,
locked
and
up.
you gonna go to prison.
You're gonna
Why
be
you
the
gonna-
devil.
You gotta take a chip anyway.
Put you in jail. The chip. Well, they already.
Yeah.
They said like what? They came out time ago about them. Prisoners.
Yep.
If they take they say
Short
now
the
it was the monitoring ban thing.
Yeah.
Then you take that, you get a short sentence. Then there's just gonna be the chip.
That's right.
Well, an article came out like what 2011 that they were saying
Yeah,
they was
time ago.
offering the people the chip.
Was it the chip then?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
a
yeah,
chip.
yeah, it was
It's
straight
a
up
straight up
chip.
chip. So
Okay,
who
well,
the
yeah,
fuck,
that's yeah.
you know, who the fuck knows what they're doing to
And
certain
the thing is,
prisoners out there?
because
They
the
put
thing is,
that
they
out
ain't
there.
really reporting on that.
Well, they never do.
No.
You got men in the military that's chipped.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you can't listen to these devils, man. These devils will never tell you anything. And all you know, before all this new, all of a sudden people were getting chipped in Sweden. You didn't even know people just come out chipped. You didn't know what was going on in China.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was going on in India. They had this fucking cashless system over there. You didn't even know about it, man.
Yeah.
We're reading the articles, bro. That got developed. They're just telling you now, man. That's been getting developed for years because
Yeah, that's half
it
the
didn't just
shit, man.
as soon as we got the article, they just thought of the idea then, and we read the article. No, that
No, it's been
that
going on.
that has to be going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been there.
It's there.
Man, having chipping parties and all kinds of things going on.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that? What was that club, man? The Baha
Baha
Club.
Club.
Yeah,
that was time ago.
That was fucking like
Time
what?
ago.
Baha
06,
Spain.
07, that was fucking
You know?
that was before there was even 2010, man.
Yep. You got precept.
It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
Yep.
and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's right.
Yeah, and you're really gonna be confused because now when you watch the news now, you watch the news. You got RT getting on America. You got the BBC don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know. They're getting on the Russians. They're getting on America. They don't know what's going on with themselves. The world's chaos. And these crackers now, look, they're losing. They ain't got no answers. They're looking confused. I was watching the BBC today, right? And they was all having a debate about what's going to happen in 2019. They said, okay, Brexit's going to happen. And they're talking about the Middle East, and they was all over the place, man. It ain't never been like this, man.
Hey, they got nothing good to talk about, man.
They're
They got
fucked.
nothing good to talk about.
They
There's
usually
too
supposed to have
much-
answers, man.
Yeah, there's
With that
too much
British
chaos.
vernacular, everything's supposed to just be going smooth. Yes, but now it's just like, oh my, what's going on?
I'm just like, Greg.
Hey, that doomsday clock is moving ever closer, man. You know?
So the people that trust in the Egypt,
It's over, man.
you seen that the Esau Egyptians, they're fucked up now themselves, and you're trusting in Esau Egyptians, they're getting fucked up.
And the scriptures say they're earning every work, right?
Esau, Egypt.
They're all messed up.
Spiritually,
I got a quick one.
Esau, Egypt. shall be-
Second
Esau,
edge.
Esau, Egypt.
It's crazy.
Good.
Second Ezra 16 and 33. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms.
That's
The
right.
women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
Yeah, because my brother was telling me that he was watching some documentaries or some interviewing some old school Cockney gangsters, and they was talking about how after World War II there was like 12,000 people in East London, man, and they jumped up. Yeah, there weren't that much people there, and the men were dead. So the gangsters and all that and the crazy and all that, they had free reign to go around just bullying people, man, because there was hardly anybody around.
We're suing Becky and them.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really their domain, it was really their turf. No one could talk to them, man. You know, there weren't as much people as well, and most of the men, they had died in World War II, man. So there weren't hardly any men around. So that's coming back. Where in this war, there ain't gonna be no men. And think about it now. The average men on these streets are a bunch of fucking homosexuals, man. Now, just us saying that, flags, you sacked. You know what I mean? Just saying this. That's the kind of people. If someone, heard
No, that's offensive.
what was that? The
Disgusting.
You're getting done. You might get done. You might get fucking
Yeah, you
done.
actually can get.
You
You'll
fucking
be in the
done.
court're They're like disgusting behaviour.
I just got a little bit left. Literally, really,
No?
you can do yours.
So you people are done, man. You're not men, okay? You're not into nothing manly. You're a bunch of flamers. You're wet, bro. So that's why you're gonna be done. That's why when this thing really pops off, man. You know, the average man nowadays out here, they just want to be sitting. If there's a woman there, some fucking whore, they're happy to be on the end of the table. Yeah, Shal, everything you said is right. Yeah, and you know, a man might come up and try and talk to her. Yeah, he's just don't talk to him. He's just right. And that
the man's gonna come up to you like, no, sorry, you're being offensive.
Yeah.
No,
she doesn't want to talk.
No, she doesn't want to talk to you. Please move on.
Lower your voice. Some super cats are doing that. Super Ada.
Yeah.
People getting offended for other people.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
That's some super cats in there.
What's wrong with him, man? Go on.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Break it down.
Yeah, so look, their husbands are gonna. These women are gonna bemoan their virginity, man. They're gonna be out here wishing they had a man to lay down and pipe them. But there ain't gonna be no men about. But there's gonna be men of the Lord around. It's gonna be like the book of Eli, man.
Yep.
That's when Isaiah 4:1 will be in effect. 7 women shall take hold of one man. But that don't mean every woman's gonna get a man. That just means the ones that are appointed to the elect chosen men, they're gonna get that man. But in order for this prophecy to be fulfilled, there's gonna be a lot of women out there with dry stank pussy, man.
Yep. To get punished.
Most of you let's put this on record. Most of you fucking whores are gonna fucking die. Okay? Most of you fucking whores are gonna fucking die, okay? That's what's gonna fucking happen.
Well, a lot of these women, they got men that fucking hate them and want to revenge themselves.
Yeah, MGTOWs and
because the thing is, these women have been living good. They've been able to take advantage of Esau's system.
And they're milking it, man. And these women know what's going on, man. They love the social media. They got Instagrams. They got thousands of followers, man.
Yeah, hundreds of
they know what's going on. You know how much messages, man, that these bitches be getting, begging them like, if I, I'll do anything for you, And it's like thousands of emails, DMs, whatever. What else do you call them? Swipes. Right, swipes, DMs, emails, and swipes, and everything, man. Letters through the post. Letters at the end of the desk table. It took them 3 years to write them letters right.
Please accept my atonement.
Jess is just like, no, sorry, that's disgusting.
Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ears unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled.
So like the prophet said, it's going to be like the road, the opening scene to the fucking road, right? What was going on? You had them rabid fucking men. And they look like lions, look like animals, man. Fuck people talking about, man. And guess what? Them Jews, they were pretty much trying to do some cannibalism.
Yeah.
And that's it. So how the hell are you women going to deal with that?
Men were getting jacked up. Men
were getting jacked up. Men. So
Isaiah 13 says that, man. Men shall be as women.
They was rolling around that dusty old truck, fucking rifles.
They're trying to eat.
And they look rough, man.
The first thing Charlize Theron did, she was like, look, man, I'm going to get raped, so I'm going to just go kill myself.
Yeah,
they're gonna kill me.
She broke it down, man. Yep. Said, I don't want no part of that. I'm going to walk into the darkness.
Yeah, she did.
Just get she fucked over with.
Well, you know what? You see, that proves the women are dirtbags anyway. They'll get with like a Edomite that looks like fucking. What's that dude that died in the wheelchair? Bro, a woman will get with. I don't care how she looks. She'll get with a dude that looks like the toe racks. So in that day, you think the scripture says 7 women? You think they're not going to be running around? Help! Yeah, I always liked you. No, fuck you. They're going to be doing that. They're going to be doing
kissing
that.
your
Fakes,
feet,
man.
Massaging your back, just like
the toe racks.
Always.
That's why they're fucking sucking off Edomites in these fucking skyscrapers.
Lame brain.
The Shard and all that. Edomites are probably getting that New Year's Eve dome right now, man.
Opportunists.
By Moabite bitches.
Yeah.
Them guys, they only come to the UK to suck white cock, man.
Yeah.
You see them in there, they don't speak no English. And then they're coming to suck white cock.
Because you're in that power seat, I'm more
Give me a break.
And it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women.
Things ain't gonna go the way you know. These shops open, oh yeah, let's just go and buy baits. Yeah, we're going out. Yeah, and all these fucking slags, man. Okay, this is gonna stop. Okay, it's just gonna fucking stop, man.
Yeah.
Okay, real talk.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
There you go, man. And then, but who went in that day? Who was saying that the Lord was going to raise up, man? Get that? What?
Verse 2 in Isaiah.
The Lord shall make a man.
I got Isaiah chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 13. Come on, bro. Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
So in that day, man, all the laboring we're doing, all the fighting, all the suffering for Yahweh Shai, all the teaching, man, bro. The Lord's gonna, you know, give me Ecclesiastes 8:1. The Lord's gonna put a glow and a hedge around brothers, man. That's the kind of faith you're supposed to have, man. With all these fucking divs out there, they're running around. They don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, they're getting the run to get shipped from the, like Hurricane Katrina, man.
Oh yeah.
When that happened, man, what the fuck do people do? Where FEMA at? That's all you was hearing, man. Y'all forgot that, man. You lot forgot about that, bro. Yeah, and they were saying it was chipping the babies.
Yeah.
There was articles on that. Haiti, you know. So what you talking about, man? And you're so proud, and you know what the Bible says, the Lord hates a proud look, man. Someone get me that. Bring it out.
Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Break it down.
And acceptable, the elder was going into it. That basically, look, all the hell we're going through right now is for to build us up, man. With gold being tried in the fire. When you see the purifying process of gold, it's an intense process.
Yeah.
But what comes out on the other end after all that the gravel and everything is 24 karat gold, blinging, you know, like blinging. So that's what we gotta go through in order to get that, man.
Okay, let me get my other one. 2 Ezra 16 and 73.
Oh yeah, and gold. You can eat gold.
Yeah. Purify your insides.
Purifies your insides. It's a righteous vibration.
Yeah. It's even one of the best conductors of electricity.
Remember that dude that come up, man?
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll never forget that, man. Get him right, bro.
Oh yeah.
Remember that, man? But bro, they got gold in all these in the computer.
In
a lot of the audio equipment in your phone is gold. Like they use gold. Bro, gold is precious, man.
It's the most malleable.
Yeah. It kills information. Improves the mood.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be sitting there eating from fucking plastic, man. And the plastic, when you got the water bottles in the plastic, you heat that. The chemicals go in the plastic, man.
It changes hormones. Yeah, the longer you leave it in there, the more contaminated it gets.
Which is why water bottles have a use-by date. It's not for the water, it's for the bottle.
That's why it says anytime it's open, it has to be consumed in like a day. You can't reuse it.
2 Ezra 16 and 73. Then shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold in the fire.
And it ain't gonna be random streets or you're calling us bums, then, bruv. It ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
If you're on the streets, you're gonna be getting shot by them tanks.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting fucking shot, and then the men of the Lord are gonna get the miracles, man. Like when the angel bust Peter out of jail, man. Fuck you talking about, bro? You don't believe in this word if you don't believe in the manifold miracles that the Lord's gonna do for the men, man. And you sitting there talking shit. Oh, look at their garments and all that.
If that, good. Look at them garments, and then when you get shot in the head, man,
when you get,
you got these other camps saying, they gotta take the chick, man. Generally, your home is
take it.
I
want you to take it.
Where's your faith at, though?
Verse 74.
Take that.
Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
I will.
Yeah, so the Lord's gonna look after his men. That wasn't everyone. Because if it's the days of trouble, someone needs to get fucked up. Who's gonna get fucked up, man?
Yeah. Hey, well, actually, according to the Bible says that the slaying of the Lord is going to be many. So more people are going to be getting fucked up.
Oh, Second Ezra.
And that's one of my favourite like topics to go into, man. That you people are gonna be getting fucked up, man. Okay, I fucking love talking about that because you know what, man, bro. For the Lord, bro. Okay, you got Esau right with this Georgia Guidestones, right? Esau's got his fucking Georgia Guidestones, right? These fucking Georgia Guidestones, bro. Like they're gonna kill what, about 7-8 billion or whatever because they're gonna leave what 500,000 or some shit, man. Yeah. They gotta kill like loads of people. Well, guess what, man? The Lord set you up to do that. That's in Revelation, man. I don't know if it's the 4th chapter, the 6th, where it says the red horse.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's get that quickly. 6 and 4. Let's
Revelation chapter 6, verse 4.
Right.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
And that's you Edomites, man. And you are the ones that have been given the power to take peace from the earth, bro. Every time you show your stupid BBC programs, man, everybody across the world is fucking starving and degraded, man. Right now, the Middle East is a fucking war zone. People are dying right now. While you got people in the West eating fucking cookies and drinking milk or whatever the fuck they're doing, man. Or whatever y'all do, eating cookies and drinking Coca-Colas, Fanta. Yeah. People are getting fucking scolded, bro.
Yeah, Syria, look at Syria.
In Syria? People are getting wigged, bro.
Wigged out, bro.
Their villages are just fucking a bomb drone strike. You talking shit, man. Esau's destroyed the earth, bro. What don't you understand? And all you people that kiss Esau's ass, that means you're wicked, man. Yeah. You love it. You love the wicked. Where's your heart, man? That's a bit of a joke, man. That's a bit of a fucking... Go on, man. That was a bit of a...
And it says, and it goes on to say, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Can I get a precept for that up?
Yeah.
Matthew 24 verse 22 says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Because Esau had his way, man. Everybody would done away with, man.
Yep. And if
it was even enough time for himself, he would destroy him down himself, man. That left over 500,000, they would be all gone.
He put everything to extinction.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he's about. Death and destruction.
The first one dogs at the end, man.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. When you see whales beaching themselves, like they had like this one in Australia just happened. It was like November, and it was like about 2 miles worth of whales. You know, like what the fuck is that?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, bruv?
Yeah, that's
you
not normal,
fucking
bro.
niggas. What's going on? Yeah, you Rothschild's monkey niggas. What are you doing, bro? What are you playing at?
Every year, all you hear about is like the coral reef. More of the coral reef is dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many reefs is gonna die? Global warming, innit? Man, it's just like, oh, global warming. I'm like,
Man,
everything's dying.
the whole earth.
Esau's the only
Fucking
person.
What's going on, man?
Floating islands of plastic, man.
Animals commit suicide. How do you make fucking animals who haven't got thought or reason?
This is how much this man's a devil, right?
Bro.
He'll show some fucked up donkey somewhere, but he's filming it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just there with his camera, yeah.
Watching his life.
That's one of them lions.
Revelation 11.
That's one of them lions be fucking up
Legs
there,
are all
man.
fucking buckled, man. You put too much
Really?
weight on the fucking back of it.
This is Revelation 11:18.
They're just finished.
Oh, Slaki.
That's
Slaki,
all.
sorry.
It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay, going back to being tried through the process of mercy, man. The elect they're gonna be made, they're gonna be, made pure out of this, man. Okay, and they're gonna be protected.
Right. Exactly. Going on.
GMSFAQ 34 and verse 13. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope.
That's right.
Go into it, man. Go into it.
Come on, so the spirit of them that fear the Lord is going to be the elect men that fear Yahweh Shemi Shai. Through the fear of the Lord we persuade men. That's why we do what we do, man, because we believe in these prophecies. We believe in this book, man. That's why we do what we do. That's why we go out there on the highways and the byways to preach to, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans of the coming of our Lord, man, because he's going to bring death and destruction to the world.
We're really out there for the elect, man. Fuck you niggas, West Indian spicks. Okay? Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't shit.
These pieces of shit, man.
Y'all ain't shit, man.
Fuck them niggas.
Y'all ain't.
Bro, check them Venezuelans, man. See what they've been doing?
Them guys are
Man,
crazy.
they're crazy.
Pray some holy fuck.
They're digging in graves.
Holy
man.
fuck's in it.
Hey, what?
Fucking change the first head stuff. Not jokes, bro.
I was watching it just shaking my head, man. I was like, what the
Some
fuck,
big
man?
ass cigars.
Anyone got a
Pray
precept?
some statue.
You got a precept?
Oh, there was
Precept.
the brother, elder brother, praying to idols. The idols dropping on their heads, man.
It's good for them, isn't it?
That's fucking fucked up.
They're praying to idols and shit,
That's
man.
why they get.
That should go
Yeah,
fucked
they
up.
get-
Idols slapping
That
them
in
and
the
telling
Latin
them
America,
pray
they
to
Same
the
idol
fire,
you're praying, just smacking them on their
And the
head.
idols are falling, but they're not
That's
falling.
just stupid.
They're not praying for the people that their head got smashed. They're praying for the idols that actually fell. You know.
I've got a quick one for you.
Yeah, man. The elders are talking about that, man. I was like, that's crazy, man. That's Jake's. That's
There's
in
a
Latin
goal
America,
down
man.
Precept.
There was a video on that, I forgot, I didn't get to watch it, man, about all that shit.
Idols is falling. They're praying for the idols. That's you know.
Hosea 4:17. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him
Ephraim
alone.
is the head tribe of the Latin tribe, so that represents all of them motherfucking monkey ass niggas over there, man. You can't, come on, them dudes were there. If you ever see these docile ass fucking
Oh man.
Asherites, man.
The way
I
they get
can't
on over
stand
there,
them.
Bro, over here.
They
see
brought
them
the
down
kids
there
and
with
Esau.
them.
They want to be fucking
Right,
white
right.
people,
Right,
man. They want to be
fucking-
Edomites, man.
Yeah.
Docile ass just walking around. Then she might, Edomite will hold in hand some devil and she's just there looking
She don't know
around.
what the hell
Don't
she's
know what's
doing.
going on.
Just,
don't know what she's
just
doing.
endless bliss,
Right.
living up
That's
to their
just-
name.
Yeah.
But then this guy's being a devil to them, abusing them. They're just, yeah.
You
like,
fucked up your
stupid
country.
fucks.
Yep.
You kissing it. You
And
fucking.
he's still fucking you up.
So,
No,
I'm
it
getting
ain't
mad. I
for
don't even
real.
know. I'm getting mad. I feel like fucking. You know what I mean? But the Lord's working.
Get this.
I'm just getting mad
Just
talking about
like,
that.
you know.
They don't get their just desserts, man.
I don't even usually. Anyway, you've got a preset, man.
I've got something. This is Hosea 1:10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it
That
was
proves
said,
that Israel is so we're so abundant. Like you go to Ireland, you go to fucking Japan, there'll be Jakes there. You know what I mean? And there's so much Israelites like just all over the planet, man. That where our seeds is like you look at it right. America, the whole Americas, that is all the Jakes. That whole hemisphere is Jakes, bro. And that's not even new. So then you go to like Africa and all that, yeah. I gotta say it. Yeah, I gotta say it like that, man. Yeah, shit. Right, so you go to Africa. You gotta say, but you got loads of Jakes over there, man. First of all, the West Coast is Jakes any damn way. But then you've got Jakes right down there, Zimbabwe, Uganda. You got Jakes in all them kind of places. Oh, let's not forget North Africa, Moroccans and that. Come on, them niggas. A lot of them dudes, Algerians and all that.
Super niggas.
Yeah, brother Hardy. Was that K1 kickboxing fighting? Hardy. That's a fucking Jake, man. He ain't no Hamite or no Arab. He's a Jake. So you don't look at him. He looks like a Jake. You know, a lot of the Moroccans look like straight up Jakes too. You know,
Punjabis as well.
yeah, Punjabs. A lot of them Punjabs are Jakes, man.
See some of them fucking videos them guys do. Them guys got flavor for days.
Oh, yeah.
You know that song?
That shit took over the world for a little while, man.
They bust the lines with doing it.
Yeah, Prince
He's a Jake, man. Prince Nazim, bro.
He's Armenian,
That dude used to do flips in the ring and shit. And Jake, man, he used to dance and shit.
He's highly respected in boxing.
What? Yeah, Jake knows Jake.
Amir Khan.
Apache Indian, that musician. Amir Khan's a Jake. You know? Yep. God,
Isaiah 11. 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt.
So that's showing you're gonna have Israelites coming out of Assyria, man. And you know these groups that are talking about, you got Edomites in your camp. I never hear you breaking down these scriptures. You never go to scriptures like this, bro. You just ignore them. How the hell is Israelites gonna come out of Assyria, bro? That's what I want to know. Break that down, then.
These immigrants.
And I want to know, how about Blake Griffin's son? Is he an Israelite?
Yeah.
Because they don't know. These same niggas, they ain't never checked to see if there's any shaft-looking Negroes in Assyria.
Yeah, that's true.
They're talking. They're
And the thing is, blacker than them. There's always, bro. You go into these lands.
but you know what the point is though, is that they don't have to be looking like shaft.
They never want to
You can have villages where there ain't no dark dudes, and there's them dudes are
It could be a whole fucking village, James, man.
Yeah.
Got a precept for you?
They never want to
But them dudes, like I'm saying that them dudes ain't sat there and thought, how are Israelites gonna come out of Syria? I bet they don't even know. They don't know that there's dark dudes there anyway.
And from Egypt, and from Paphros, and from Cush, and from Elam, from Shinar.
Cushite, you know, like Nipsey Hussle. That dude's a check. You know, that dude's a straight up Israelite, man. You got a lot of these Marleys and that in London and that, but in Northern England and that.
Yeah,
a lot of them are fucking niggas.
Those are fucking grabby.
A lot of them are annoying ass fucking
grabby fucks.
There might be Ephraimites, man. A lot of them dudes, man. That creatures, man. These dudes that fucking, bruh. These dudes that so silly and shit, man. Annoying. Start getting on your nerves after a while.
And from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of
Yeah, outcasts? Oh, got a white boy in your camp.
Your man get hurt. Nigga, do you know the Bible?
They just hurt because they ain't got the truth. They're outsiders, man.
Yeah.
They're sitting outside looking at like, oh.
Hey, well, but when Paul was dealing with Gentiles, they had a problem with it, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And they was in Jerusalem. They had the temples, they had the garments, the phylacteries, and they were. And John the Baptist said to him, "Fuck y'all, basically."
Yeah, the man actually came. They knew John was the guy. They came over. They were just trying to shuffle over. It's like you cursed them out, man.
Well, Paul went to dudes that had fucking blonde mohawks.
Yeah. And because man had these rocks swinging below his toga.
Yeah, running.
But then he's getting some pink rod, man.
Because if you actually go back into the history, right, there was a time period when we killed off men of Eden and took their chicks. So even back thousands of years prior, before Paul, then you had Jake. He was scattered already. So I'm sure if you go further down on the actual line, during that time you had Jakes who looked so-called like they were white. Yeah. But still Israelites because they got scattered from past empires, man.
Exactly. You got to have Jakes that look like Persians.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
What about when the Levites and all that were popping what was that women, man? Like going back in Ezra and that.
Persians and that.
Yeah, they was popping them
and started speaking their tongue.
Yeah, their language.
And
right,
got upset.
So they was doing that. So you had Jakes that was like all these nations going back then, man. You know.
Even in the book of Jeremiah, it said Ephraim has mixed himself with the evil. So that's going back to Jeremiah.
Yeah.
So it says like a cake under.
I've got that for you. So Isaiah 7 and 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
That's Hosea.
Remember we were having light-skinned babies with the hair all wavy?
Yeah. No, for real.
You can tell,
I have a precept. This is 1 Kings chapter 14.
Well, there was one clip in Jerry Springer, and Jerry Springer had the KKK and shit, and then the woman, they had the KKK said they were getting on Jakes and that, and then the woman said, "I want to join you," and that. She said, "You can join us," she said, and then she was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. She said, she said to them, "You just let your first Puerto Rican women in here," she said, and they were all like, "No, you're white." She's blonde-haired and blue-eyed and all that, but she was Puerto Rican, man. She said, "Look, you just let your first Puerto Rican woman in the KKK." And all that. And they were all like, "No, but you're a white woman." "No, I'm Puerto Rican," she said. You know? But that shows you that's the scriptures, man. A cape not turned, man. Puerto Rican look blonde hair, blue-eyed, man.
This is 1 Kings
Ephraimites, man.
14 and 31. And Rehoboam slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And his mother's name was Naamah and Ammonitis. So he actually had a king of Judah. Mom was he? As a heathen, man. So I'm sure.
Ruth.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time.
Exactly. What even Ephraim.
It shows you the woman doesn't matter too, man.
Yeah.
Ephraim and Manasseh, their mum.
Yeah.
Because they was conceived in Egypt.
Egypt.
So what the fuck y'all got to say about that, bro?
So back then, Jacob.
And let's remember, Joseph got the inheritance. Joseph was meant to be the head tribe over all of Israel.
Yeah.
So think about that
He
shit.
was popping heathens, bruv. What you got to say about that?
His mum was a heathen.
Backing it out.
He went to the head of all Israel.
Well, the 12 tribes.
Most of the tribes, man.
Where do they get about that?
Bro. No, for real. Because who else? I swear Rehoboam had a fucking Ephraim mama.
That's what.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh, you read? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll sing it.
Yeah.
Our people have been scattered.
This precept is John 7th chapter and start from 33. It says, Then said Yahushua unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall seek me and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come. Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go? That we shall not find him. Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? And the point I wanted to make is in the footnote of my Bible on the precept, it says the dispersed among the Gentiles or Greeks from the time of the exile. Many Jews lived outside the Holy Land and were found in most cities throughout the Roman Empire. So then obviously showing you that our people are mixed among these other nations, you know, namely the Roman Empire, and that was who the Lord was going to go and teach, man, you know, spiritually.
Well, some of you people that's not using common sense.
You just don't even.
Like when we talk about Cornelius, that is of the Italian band. Because the word Italian, it's just like, okay, you don't want to do Italian. Bruh, do you know what the Roman Empire was, bruh?
Yeah.
It was a fucking mountain pot, bro.
The thing is,
fucking idiot,
bro, you watch any documentary on Rome, it says like part of their strength was they'll go into a land, conquer it, then let them man join the armies and become citizens of Rome.
I got a precept for you.
So then you're gonna have
was
the
a fucking
Italian
mountain
band.
pot, man.
You gonna have a guy from fucking India in the Italian band, man. A guy from fucking North.
Just like today.
And then have an Asianus at the end, man. Come on, man. Man are talking shit.
Like you dudes are stupid. You're not using your heads. You're not using your brains, bro. Because the police back then, the centurions would have been loads of jakes in that. In the gladiatorial games would have been jakes.
In the modern day, bro. You got motherfucking turban, all that shit.
In normal jobs, every aspect of society. It was jakes in there, so you know. Paul even said, "Look, Paul said about it." Alright, let's read it.
Acts 22:25, and as they bound him with thongs, Paul said,
I wasn't even think this is spirit because I don't know how we got into the Israelite foreigners, but it's funny that topic coming up as well recently as well. So that's the spirit, man. Go on, man.
Acts 22:25, and as they bound him with thongs, Paul said unto the centurion that stood by, is it lawful for you to scourge a man that is a Roman and uncondemned?
It's 55%.
Israelites with Roman citizenship. You know, just like, you know, we're here in Britain today, or, you know, wherever you're at, and you got citizenship of that land. It don't mean that's, it doesn't mean we don't belong to, you know, the typical, what you call typical Britons. You know, but we have descent, you know, going back to Israel, but in another land.
I got a precept. Hosea 8:8. Woolly time, man. Hosea 8:8. Israel is swallowed up Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Oh shit,
Okay,
you
so
got
it said
sick.
Israel's been swallowed up among the nations. Okay, so all our people have been scattered all over the nations on the earth, pursuant to what? Prophecy. The curse is written in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It tells you that one of the curses will be scattered among the nations. That's why it goes on to say, as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Because it tells you when we're among those other nations, swallowed up among them, we'll be under the curses, but we'll get no rest. Where we'll hope that we'll make it through the day, and then when it comes to night, we'll hope we'll make it through the night. That's all the curses that are going to fall upon our people, and have befell upon our people. Sorry.
I have an article. Tobit 13:3. Confessing before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he have scattered us among them.
I've got precept on that, man.
I was just gonna say on that point, man. Basically, I was just gonna say on that point that basically, you know, being that our people were known as Israelite, you know, Gentiles, all right, looked at as strangers or foreigners, because they had foreign influences when they weren't living inside of the Commonwealth of Israel. So when they were foreigners, Israelites living within the Commonwealth were looking at them like, man, you're too influenced by these other people, man. You put on their customs, their nature. You know, you're strange.
Yeah, that's the book of Maccabees. That is right there. Yeah, go on.
So this article here, it says, sons of Israel in Caesar's service, Jewish soldiers in the Roman army, right? But if you skip down, it says it is also difficult to identify Jewish soldiers, many of whom had Greek and Latin names, unless they are specifically identified as Jews. So basically, like according to this article, which is got basically, if you go on to this, it actually says there was bare people a part of the army of Rome who were part of the 12 tribes of Israel, but because they had those names of Greeks and so on and so forth, they couldn't be specifically called Jews because they couldn't.
Why did they have Greek names?
They were scattered among them.
Because the Maccabees, man.
Yeah, the Maccabees.
So the Greeks took over us before, then the Romans took over. Yeah. So look, man. And Maccabees, like all the brothers saying, breaks it down, man.
No, but they were white people.
Well, you know what? Let's get that. Let's just get that. Because these people don't know history. Like, you just fucked up in the head, man. Some of you individuals out there. You know, like I said, you some corn-eating Negroes. You know, you think this is the Black Panthers and all that, man.
Yeah.
Black.
You know what I mean?
Black men.
We could get this before you get that, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 3. It says, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations where the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. You know, and that's part of, you know, going back a couple of chapters, we're talking about the blessings and the curses, man. The Lord was going to put us into captivity under different nations.
Yep.
Okay, but it was always the Most High's plan to bring us back from wherever we were. You know, no matter what condition we was in, man. Because the scripture also said, you know, we would discontinue from our heritage. You know, and that's happened many a times, man, where people, you know, willingly going off into different lands, okay, being occupied and assimilating with the heathen nations. Okay, and today, where, you know, we completely lost all our heritage, man, and we're having to, you know, through the Spirit, reclaim that. You know? So that's the Lord doing his work, man.
And when these nations were around, when Jake was around the nations, he was having sex with their women. Look at the Moors.
Yeah.
You know how much fucking images are of the Moors?
Sexing them up, bro.
Yeah, just there sucking on some white boobies.
Dicking down.
Some white titty in their mouth.
You know? Finance Edomite women too. Thick and all that. In shape, you know what I mean? In shape.
Legendary.
So you got a lot of white Jakes running around, man.
Yeah, man, let them back open just so they can go in. some sex white women, man.
You know them hot baths and the marble.
Best steam and shit,
Open up their balls.
Oh, they still got them in Turkey, man. They still got them in Turkey, man, underground. Yeah, but in Turkey, they got them underground pillars in Turkey. That was Jake that built all of that, man. When them Ottomans got up in there, they put the mosque, they took the churches down, put the mosque in there. But that was Jake, man, them hot baths and all that, man. But there's that picture with the Jake with the two women, man.
Oh,
in Turkey.
Couple times a day.
Yeah, man. They got her laid out naked out in Turkey, Constantinople, man.
Yeah, but that's what Jake did. So you got a lot of like foreigners all over the place, man. You know, you got that proves that they're going to have a seed of Israel scattered throughout the planet, man. You know what I mean?
It says here, right, the 3rd and 4th centuries would see an increase in the number of Jewish soldiers recruited from communities in the Italian peninsula. So that goes back to who? Cornelius. So you got scholarly fucking articles, but you got Jake, simple Italian man. Yeah, but he's saying you had Jewish communities in fucking Italy where soldiers were taken from.
You know, popping women, man.
Getting down.
Yeah, same way you got Jake fighting in Esau's army today, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't no different to today.
Bro, you know, recently the elders, the elder brother, he said, our buddy said he spoke to a soldier, he said he's got 30 children abroad. 30 children with Jake today. He's got 30 children abroad, bro. After the Vietnam War. And that's one Jew that, bro.
And their children gonna have children, that's right. Their children gonna have children, their children gonna have children.
So
you got a large community of Israelites.
I know Jake, if he had 30, I mean, no, they're gonna get in because he must have that spirit on him.
Yeah. And he wouldn't have been the only one.
Bro, he had 30 children abroad, man. Like, so he was there. He doesn't know all of them children. He's back where he's in. He has had 30 children.
No, I thought you were talking about that.
So you know his children are gonna, they're probably grown up now, man. Sons or whatever. You know, getting dropping more seeds.
He's a part of
But then everyone's supposed to be looking like sharks.
I know what I'm talking about, man.
And you even in Vietnam, you got Vietnamese people that think they're Vietnamese and but they look blackanese and what they're called blackanese.
You knew what I was talking about.
And they know a lot of them, you know what they're doing? They're trying to get to America, but they won't give them passports. They don't know who their dads are.
And you know what, the French were over there as well. The French occupied Vietnam as well. I think during the
Vietnam War.
Yeah, because even though
Philippines.
I know one girl and her dad was French and her mum was Vietnamese, but she was a straight nigger, man. Her and her sister. So you got those. The point being is that you got the French that go back to what the Moors and our rulership over Europe. They spread seed all over there as well, man. So it's like no matter where each way you kind of kite, you know, you got to influence every angle.
France was like a big part of like fucking empires in the Dark Ages, man. They were fucking big.
Yeah.
It's like Charlemagne was conquering. Yeah, hella guys that was in France. The fucking those Viking bastards.
Oh yeah.
They took over Normandy. Man had to give them Normandy because they were too much. Them guys fucking raped half of Europe, man. They was conquering all kinds of ends, man. Yeah, I have ordered some nigga with no legs, popping women out.
That's how he looks. Yeah.
Went there and break danced on them niggas.
Yeah, got legs to carry
Go
on.
priest it up.
Yeah, bring it out.
Yeah, this is Brooke. Chapter 4, verse 36. So, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from God. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of God.
And it's that word that brings us all together, man.
That's right.
And it's like we're gathered together now, and we're speaking the mysteries of the Lord. It's the Spirit of the Lord that's got us able to do this. You know, all them fucking Wakanda niggas, they don't know what's going on. You niggas don't know what's going on, man. You don't know. You know, you go on a boxing board, and it'll be like a Jake fighting a Mexican or Jake fighting a Puerto Rican, and Jake's like fuck the Mexicans and all that.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man.
That's your people.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what happens between Spence and Brooke. They're both from the tribe of Benjamin, but people will
Brooke.
Yeah.
And Cal Brooke. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're actually both from the tribe of Benjamin, but you have Jake saying, "Oh, look, I can't support him because he's not black." Oh, what are you talking about, though?
Yeah, they did say that.
Because he's not black.
You know, a lot of Americans are stupid, man.
Bro,
You can't even put on.
that's an ignorant nigga.
Americans are fucking stupid.
Americans are something special.
It's like picking up the soap, but I just wanted to make a point on
Go
the
on,
scripture. It says, Lord, thy sons come from whom thou sentest the way. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of God. Okay, GMS is the only camp that's
You read
doing
it
that.
fast out, man.
You know? GMS is the only camp that's doing that. Because there ain't no... GMS camps all around the world, man.
Oh.
Bringing brothers into this thing through the word.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Nate's camp ain't doing that. He's having to go take trips to fucking Africa and shit to try and get some recruits, man. You know, but he ain't got a following like that. He might have larger numbers maybe, but he ain't in every part of the world like GMS is, man. We ain't traveling a damn place.
I got a quick
You know,
precept.
this is all through the spirit.
Super cool one. Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you.
That's the mystery of the Gentiles.
And you know, and that's the spirit, man. 'Cause you got Jake's you look like a heathen, straight Moabite or some shit. But you usually can tell, man, like China Mac.
Yeah,
Jake's
Jake.
This is Jake.
He's another Korean nigga, Jim Gates.
Bruce Lee.
Nah, he's a
Bruce Lee. And that dude, I believe this dude, Nicky Louis, man. This dude was like the head of the triads in New York at one point, man, hitting dudes up. Hitting them, the Golden Mountain Cloud Boys. I made it up. No, they met in some other faction, right? I think it was the White Dragons.
Golden
You chooses and tries it, man. You're gonna be a bunch of fucking Jake in there, man.
What the nigga's name is Nicky Louis, man.
Nicky
Louis.
Is that even Japanese? So even
American,
Chinese?
man.
Right?
Japanese.
The whole documentary.
Some man.
Nicky Louis.
He just changed it
And
up.
you just see him in the corner, you know, smoking a cigarette in a jacket, you know what I mean? A dope jacket and all that. He's got to be a Jake, man. Nicky Louis.
That's how he knows it's Jake, man. He's just abandoning his heritage.
Go on,
I
man.
just want to make a quick point, man. Just like the brother said about them Wakanda niggas.
Oh.
Alright,
So why you bring them back up?
no, basically, you know, these guys really like they've been deceived, man. Like their system of their own identity or belief of who they really are was given to them deceptively by Esau. So when they have this so-called deep thought of blackness and deep-rooted way of believing, it's been sold to them, man. But then your mind is a very strong computer, man, and the system that we got is the scriptures, the spirit of the Lord, man. And that's what's bringing us together, man.
Hey, well, it's
That's
funny
why,
because them Jakes don't want to claim the Massi's, do they? You know, they don't want to sit there and drink blood. Them niggas drink blood, man.
Mixed with milk.
Yeah. Hey, well, Russia today, RT's got a big documentary on the Maasai right now, man.
Watching that.
And that blowing that up, man. The RT documentary, man, with the Maasai's, man. That's like
Bro.
the big. What's up, man? But that's the biggest thing right now. The RT documentary with the Maasai, and the white woman sat down with him, and basically was drinking blood, man. It was busting the throat, and then basically the huts that was living in was made out of shit. They were heathens, man. It's like, the cow shit. And Russia was just taking a piss, because then they went to Russia in the snow, and then so we had to buy them jackets. That's just taking a piss. Why would you even have to? Of course you have to buy them jackets, man. Snowing, nigga.
If a nigga living in a hut made of cow shit, of course you're gonna need to buy one.
You're taking the piss, man. Y'all niggas want to be that.
Where's Russia?
Y'all niggas want to be some black devils. The Canaanites, man. You got a scripture, man.
And they said the blood with the milk makes it pure.
Matter of fact, let's change this. Let's go.
Life is in that blood, man.
Isaiah
Hey, man, that's what
24.
Lord said, don't follow the ways of the heathens, man.
Isaiah 31.
So we're
You know?
drinking all that blood.
Isaiah 31.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong.
And you trust in Egypt, money Egypt for their education system as well, man. So they're sitting there telling you, like brother's saying, that you bunch of fucking Hamites, man. You know, but then are you gonna go down there and do what the Hamites do, man? No, of course you're not. That drink blood.
It's like jungle King Louis, something, innit?
Blood mixed with milk and all that. Like them dirty ass, ashy ass bowls. And you know what? Where the Maasai live, I don't even think men should be living there. It's dusty as hell. I think, you know what? Man's supposed to even be living in that environment.
That doesn't look right, man. That is hell on earth, man.
Quick one, Genesis 9:4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. Blood, but the flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. So we ain't even supposed to eat bloody meat, man. But these guys, being heathens, they're just straight.
I don't want that meat up. Give me that blood.
But that proves that Esau's among the Egyptians, because the queen and them and the Rothschilds and them, they'd be drinking blood, man, behind the scenes. That's why they got the whole idea of the vampirism, man. They talk about, and they love vampire movies, Van Helsing and all that, and the top Edomite dudes is a vampire and all that, man. What's that other one? Blade.
To show you that the elites, like, you know, the elites were all
even they
demonize they drink blood, man. And they believe that if they drink blood, they're gonna live forever. Like they keep drinking it, and that's why the queen, she's still alive, man. But the Lord's got her alive, but they're doing them demonic.
Yeah, what's his name? Her husband, whatever that's called, man. Philip.
Philip. That vampire.
Yeah, that guy's like 96 or 95. Yeah, this guy is walking, and he's still walking around. This guy's such a criminal. They don't even let me speak anymore because he's revealing too much.
Yeah, he can't keep his mouth shut.
He's just there, just like, yeah, if I care about it, destroy. You know, this guy is on some death worship, man.
Hey, one of the other things they do with the blood is they take it as like a drug. They put fear or traumatic experiences into the person that they're going to kill, and then they drink their blood for a high.
Yeah, Hollywood.